Alright, we are live, I believe. Let me just check really quickly. We should be... Yes, we are live. Alright, so tonight, Monday Night Football, we've got the Ravens and the Saints. Just give me 1 second. Let me know in the comments your score prediction and who you guys think will win. Give me 1 second. Alright, so let me pull up the comments. Sorry, my eyes bothering me real quick. Alright, so let me bring up the comments. And also, let me put out a poll. Alright, let me bring up the comments. Give me 1 second. Alright, so let me also put out a poll. So we've got Go Ravens, okay. And, who... Alright, so make sure to vote on that poll. Let me know in the comments who you have winning. Give me actually 1 second. Yeah, give me 1 second real quick. Alright, give me 1 second real quick, sorry. Alright, sorry, give me 1 second. Alright, here we go. Alright, so Andy Dalton will start once again for the Saints, as I believe he's been named their starting quarterback. Because he's been pretty good replacing Jameis Winston. Yeah, Andy Dalton's been named the starting quarterback. Saints gonna get the ball first. Justin Tucker sends this one away, and it bounces in the end zone for a touchback. So Andy Dalton and the Saints offense will take over at their own 25. Andy Dalton, in 5 starts this season, has a 65% completion percentage, 1,175 passing yards, 9 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. So not great, not terrible for Andy Dalton so far. But let me know if you have a score prediction. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I don't remember the exact score, but somewhere in the 20 to just below 20 range, like 27-17. I might have said. Here's Dalton rolling out on the run. He fires to an open receiver. There's rookie Chris Olave, who is going to once again see a big role tonight as he's got. He's going to be their go-to wide receiver as Jarvis Landry is out and Michael Thomas is out, and Michael Thomas is expected to miss the rest of the season. Defensively, for the Saints, also missing Marshawn Lattimore and rookie tackle, or this spec offense, but rookie tackle Trevor Penning. Others as well, like Mark Ingram. Here is the give to Alvin Kamara, and he is taken down in the backfield by Marcus Peters. May be able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Try to bounce it outside, but Peters was over there waiting for him. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 10. So here is 2nd and 10. It looks like he lost about half a yard there. Here is the give to Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be able to get about 3 yards to make this about a 3rd and 7. Not a ton of running room there for Kamara, who was actually being talked about at the trade deadline. But, he ended up staying with the Saints. 3rd and 6, Dalton escapes pressure and is just going to throw this one away on 3rd down to bring up 4th and 6. Good stop there by the Ravens defense. Also, Roquan Smith making his Ravens debut today. After being traded a few weeks ago, he is the leading tackler in the NFL. So Ravens set to get the punt. As a fair catch is called for at the 11-yard line. And that is where Lamar Jackson and the Ravens offense will get their first possession of the game after their defense looks good to start. Give me 1 second. Let me check something real quick. Alright, so while they're at commercial, just let me check this real quick. And also, I'm gonna check my score predictions for you guys so I can check what I said in my predictions video, which came out on Monday. No, Thursday. Sorry, I don't know why I said Monday. I'm thinking because today's Monday. Here we go. Week 9 NFL predictions. Monday Night Football, I said... Hold on. Yeah, 27-17. In favor of the Ravens. Lamar Jackson also pretty good on primetime. He is 11-4 in primetime, whereas Andy Dalton in primetime is like 6-18 or something like that. Some really bad stat. Lamar Jackson's numbers: 15 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 2 rushing touchdowns, over 500 rushing yards, and about 1,600 passing yards. So the Ravens the Ravens offense starts from their own 11-yard line. Here is the give to Kenyon Drake. He's trying to break it outside, and he is taken down there by Tyrann Mathieu after a gain of 2. So now the Saints defense should be really good, but they haven't really been that good this season. Ravens tonight without Mark Andrews, J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, Rashad Bateman, Juwan James. Those are offensive injuries. Defensive injuries: Marcus Williams, Kyle Fuller, and Michael Pierce. So obviously, somebody's going to need to step up for Lamar Jackson to be a go-to option. Deshaun Jackson makes his Ravens debut. Maybe someone like Isaiah Likely steps up, who is their backup tight end. Pretty good backup rookie out of Coastal Carolina. Here's Jackson. Now he's scrambling, and he's going to get hit there by Tyrann Mathieu and taken down right at the line of scrimmage. A flag comes in, so let's see what this flag is. It is illegal hands to the face on the defense. Also, I don't know why they have the camera looking like down. They have like you're looking down on the ref instead of like looking even with the ref. It makes no sense. And it looks really weird. But illegal hands to the face penalty on Marcus Davenport, giving the Ravens a first down. Here is a 1st and 10 for the Ravens after the penalty. Devin Duvernay in motion. Play action. Jackson to throw. And it looks like that was probably deflected because that was a really bad throw. Looking for number 84. Now that makes me realize I don't have the rosters up, so give me 1 second. But 84, I think I said, that is tight end Josh Oliver, so he'll probably be splitting time with Isaiah Likely, who's currently in there now and is the motion man. Here is the give to Kenyon Drake, and he goes absolutely nowhere. Demario Davis takes him down behind the line of scrimmage. Just darting into the backfield and taking down Kenyon Drake. Demario Davis, 1,054 career tackles, 3rd most among active players. Here is a 3rd and 11. The Ravens have had a 40-plus 3rd down conversion percentage in 6 straight games, which is a franchise record. Here's Jackson. On 3rd down, he's going to fire over the middle, looking for Isaiah Likely. That one is incomplete. P.J. Williams with the coverage there. So the Ravens will be forced to punt it away. Both teams going to punt on their first possessions. So let me move this ball marker over there. This punt is going to take a nice Ravens bounce inside the 20-yard line all the way down to the 16. Great bounce there for the Ravens. And the Saints will not have ideal starting field position when they take the field. So their first drive both teams get a first down, but then are forced to punt. Ravens got a first down by penalty. Saints got a first down because of a nice sliding catch made by Chris Olave. Who, I think Olave is the Saints' leading receiver. Punt officially counted as a 67-yarder. Hi, how's it going? But, for the Saints, their leading receiver is Chris Olave by a lot. Almost 300 yards. And now he's really going to have to see a pretty big role, as he's definitely going to be the go-to wide receiver for at least this game. He's kind of developed into their go-to wide receiver when Michael Thomas is not on the field, which is not very often, especially now because Thomas will be out for the rest of the season. Oh, you like the Madden videos? I'm glad you like them. There's another one uploading and processing right now, so it'll be up probably tomorrow. But I'm glad you enjoy them. Who do I have? I have the Ravens by a score of 27-17. How about you? I've got the Ravens. All right, the Bears. No, they lost yesterday to the Dolphins. So here is a 1st and 10 for Andy Dalton and the Saints offense, operating from their own 16-yard line. And that is batted up in the air and intercepted. Rookie Kyle Hamilton with the pick. A flag flies. Now Hamilton on the return, reversing the field. With blockers in front, he's going to head out of bounds at the Saints' 13-yard line. But a flag could have this one come back off the hand. But it is not going to count, as it is a pass interference penalty. On safety Chuck Clark. No, the Bears didn't win. They lost 35-32 to the Dolphins. Ooh, I don't know if that's completely pass interference there. I don't think that should be interference right there. I think that's some good coverage. I don't think that should be pass interference. But here's a 1st and 10 for the Saints offense, getting the ball back after the interception taken away by the penalty. Dalton, he finds 24. That is Dwayne Washington at the backfield. You're welcome, and you've also got the Ravens 27-17. Cool. 2nd and 3 here. Dalton lined up under center here. And here is the give to Alvin Kamara. And he is taken down short of the 1st down marker. About a yard short to make this 3rd and 1. As he's gotten the ball a few times today already. Not really a ton of space for him to run. Saints on 3rd and 1s this season. They go 93%. And here is the give to Alvin Kamara. And he is barely to get back to the line of scrimmage. Forget about the first down. He is taken down at the line of scrimmage. Big stand there by the Ravens defense, forcing a 4th down. And the Saints are going to be forced to punt it away. Once again, Roquan Smith, the new Raven, in on the tackle there. He is the leading tackler in the NFL, I believe. I think that's what they said at the start of the game. They're coming into this week, he's the leading tackler. Devin Duvernay calls for a fair catch at his own, I think it's a 19-yard line. And that is where Lamar Jackson and the Ravens offense will get the ball when they take over. So when we move this ball marker. Defenses look good so far. Let's see if the Ravens can get the game's first points. But Roquan Smith has 83 tackles, which is 6th in the NFL. And he's played 8 games, whereas everyone else in front of him, Jordan Brooks, C.J. Mosley, Isaiah Franklin, Foye Oluokun, and Rashaan Evans have all played one more game. So, both defenses have been pretty good to start the game, only a total of 29 yards combined for both teams so far. And over half that came on one play, which was the opening play from scrimmage, where it was a 15-yard throw and catch from Andy Dalton to Chris Olave. Alright, so 1st and 10 for the Ravens, 8:25 to go in the opening quarter. Ravens operating from their own 24-yard line. Isaiah Likely in motion. Here is the give to Justice Hill, and he's able to get about 4 yards there on 1st down. Looks like some kind of an option play there, where Lamar Jackson is handing off to Hill. And now the Ravens, they have so many running backs they've used so far this season. Because obviously you have Lamar Jackson, who can run the ball and is actually their leading rusher. Then you've got Kenyon Drake, Justice Hill, Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins. Obviously Dobbins and Edwards inactive tonight due to injury. I'll get back to that in a second. Here's Jackson on play action, throws quickly. There is Devin Duvernay, and he's out of bounds close to the 1st down. It looks like they're going to mark him about half a yard short. And other running backs to carry the ball for the Ravens, Mike Davis and fullback Patrick Ricard. Also, they've ran the ball twice with Mark Andrews and 7 times with Devin Duvernay. So here's a 3rd and short. Jackson lined up under center. And here's the give to the fullback right guard, and he's able to get the first down. Getting the ball up to the 35-yard line, so getting about a yard extra as well. So here is a 2nd and 10. Patrick Ricard, a 3-time Pro Bowl selection out of Maine. Here is Jackson on play action, protected well, and he's going to fire over the middle. That is caught by Deshaun Jackson, his first catch as a Raven. This is his first game as on the active roster, as he was signed to the practice squad October 16th and was elevated before this game, as they really need all the pass catching help they could get with no Mark Andrews, Rashad Bateman out for the year. In his career, Deshaun Jackson 633 catches, a little over 1,100 yards, and 58 touchdowns. Here is the give to Kenyon Drake, and he runs for 4 on first down. Go Ravens, no 3-way give in the NFC South. Yeah, the NFC South is just a mess right now. Because, I mean, you've got the Falcons and the Buccaneers who are tied atop the division. The Saints, they got off to a slow start, but they're still a good team. And then you've got the Panthers, who, I mean, they just got destroyed by the Bengals yesterday. But, I mean, they're still good. Or not like they're good, but they still got potential. Here's Jackson on the keeper. He's got nowhere to go, and he's going to go down for a loss of 2 yards there. And back him up from 2nd and 6 to 3rd and 8. No 3-way tie. Oh. But yeah, would it be a 3-way tie? Because you say that probably. I just didn't realize it. I knew the Falcons and Bucks are tied at the top. Yeah, it would be, because they're tied at 4 and 5. Then you got the Panthers at the bottom at 2 and 7. Here is a 3rd and 8 for the Ravens. Jackson to throw, and he fires to an open receiver. There's Devin Duvernay. Oh, sorry, that's James Prochet. Sorry, I thought I saw a 13 instead only a 3. And he's able to pick up the 3rd down, as the Ravens putting together a pretty nice opening drive here. I have no idea where autocorrect came up with the give. Yeah, I mean, sometimes autocorrect is like, you type one thing, and it changes it to something completely different. Here is a 1st and 10 for the Ravens. The give to Justice Hill, bouncing it outside. Demario Davis hits him in the backfield and brings him down for a loss of 3. His 2nd big play so far. As he also had an earlier tackle for loss. And now here is another one. One of the leaders on that Saints defense. 2020 and 2021 All-Pro. Or 2nd team All-Pro in 2019. He was a 1st team All-Pro, so obviously he's playing at a very high level over the past 3 seasons. Even at age 33, still one of the better linebackers in the NFL. 2nd and 13, Jackson protected well. He fires over the middle, and there is that is Demarcus Robinson with the catch. I could not tell who that was, sorry. But he's going to be just short of the 1st down, and that'll give him a 3rd and 1, another short yardage situation. Good throw there from Lamar Jackson to Demarcus Robinson. But now the Ravens have a short yardage situation here on 3rd and 1. Jackson lines up in the pistol. Kenyon Drake at the running back. Here is the quarterback keeper, Jackson, to the outside. He is going to pick up the first down and get another 2 or 3 yards as well, as the Ravens convert on first down. Third down, sorry. So here is a first and 10 play, 52-yard drive, taking 6:52 off the clock so far for the Ravens. Here is a designed quarterback run. Jackson, now he's going to throw it, and he finds a wide open receiver. There's rookie tight end Isaiah Likely for the touchdown, catching everyone by surprise. That looked like a run play all the way. And then at the last second, he just takes it and just throws it over there to Isaiah Likely for the Ravens touchdown as they get on the board first. Likely 24-yard touchdown catch. That might be his first career. His first career touchdown, no, it is actually not, as he had one last week against the Buccaneers on Thursday night. The Ravens now go from playing Thursday night to Monday night. Scoring drive there for the Ravens, 11 plays, 76 yards. Took 7 minutes and 2 seconds. Justin Tucker knocks it right on through, and the Ravens extend their lead to 7-0. Lamar Jackson, by the way, that is his 100th career touchdown pass, and it goes to the rookie tight end Isaiah Likely, who is filling in for the injured Mark Andrews. I like the creativity there, having it seem like Lamar Jackson designed quarterback run, then having Isaiah Likely out there catching it for the touchdown. Really like that play call, because, I mean, it caught everyone by surprise. He was wide open. So now, let's see if the Saints can answer back when we just put this ball marker over to the Saints before I forget. But their offense hasn't been able to get anything going. They had a good first play of the game, but that is about it. As they've gone 4 plays, 19 yards, and 3 plays, 15 yards. So, not very effective for the Saints so far. And I mean, their offense isn't necessarily amazing. It's good, but it's not great. I feel like quarterback is a pretty big reason why. I mean, the receiving core, when healthy, is really good. Like, when you have a healthy Michael Thomas and a healthy Jarvis Landry to go along with a outstanding rookie wide receiver Chris Olave, who's having a really good season. That makes him pretty good. Plus, the offensive line is not amazing, but it's pretty good. And then you've got, I feel like quarterback, if they have a good quarterback, so I mean, Andy Dalton, he's not bad, but I mean, he's not like a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. When am I posting another Madden video? That would probably be tomorrow. Yeah, so I'd say sometime tomorrow afternoon, as it's currently processing right now. And it usually takes a while, so tomorrow afternoon, I would say. But, what was I saying? Oh, because quarterback, I was saying about Andy Dalton, how he's not amazing. But he's not, like, terrible. And then when you have Jameis Winston, he's just very, very inconsistent. And just makes way too many mistakes. Lamar Jackson is the first player in NFL history with 100 passing touchdowns and 4,000 rushing yards in any 5-year span. Justin Tucker is set to kick it away. And this kick will be fielded at their own 5-yard line. And good kick coverage there. Their kick returner is, I don't remember his number, but let me just check real quick. Or no, I'll just check the kick returning stats. Why don't I do that? But that was a 13-yard return to the Saints 20 by the Saints kick returner is Rashad Shaheed. I don't know if I said that right. But here's a 1st and 10 for the Ravens. For the Saints. John Harbaugh, by the way, in his 15th season, and he went. I don't remember what they said. So from the 20, here is Taysom Hill in at quarterback, and he's going to take off and run. Runs over Marlon Humphrey before getting about another 3 yards. And now a flag is down in the play, so let's see what this is. But that run is going to come back because it is a holding penalty. And that'll back the Saints up to a 1st and 20. Penalty on Cesar Ruiz. I should do face the franchise on my gaming channel. That's a good idea. I will definitely consider that in the future. I mean, right now I'm just trying to be able to consistently get videos out. Here is Andy Dalton batted down at the line of scrimmage by a 93. That's Calais Campbell. So now 2nd and 20. Calais Campbell is the oldest defensive player to take a snap this season. He's in his 15th NFL season, currently 36 years old. 2nd and 20 from their own 10-yard line. Dalton in the shotgun. Kamara lined up to his right. And here is the throw to Alvin Kamara. Makes a nice juggling catch. And he's going to be able to pick up about 12 yards there. And make this 3rd down more manageable, but still going to be a long 3rd down. Great catch there, as it was not the greatest throw there from Andy Dalton. And then that's just one of the things Alvin Kamara could do. Such a good receiver as well. 3rd and 8, Alvin Kamara, 407 receiving yards and 3,562 rushing yards, which is the most by, I think it said, any running back. Any current active running back or something like that. Here's Dalton under pressure and taken down. Number 50, that is Justin Houston with the sack for the Ravens as the 1st quarter comes to a close. But the 1st quarter ends as Dalton gets sacked on 3rd down to make this a 4th and 17, and the Saints will be forced to punt. Tried to give me a shout out. Thank you. I'd appreciate that. Alright, so the Saints will be forced to punt when they begin the 2nd quarter. They have an upcoming 4th and 16, so obviously they're not going to go for that deep in their own territory. Ravens lead 7-0 after a quarter of play. Ravens have also been a lot better offensively, as they've got 77 total yards, whereas the Saints only at 32. Also, the Ravens have controlled the ball a lot more, as they've about 9.5 minutes. The Saints just over 5.5. But I'm going to move this ball marker over from the Saints to the Ravens before I forget, because obviously we all know they're going to punt. Alright, so they're back after the commercial break as the second quarter is set to begin. Saints punter is standing in his own end zone before the punt. So on 4th and 16, the Saints kick it away. And it's going to take a nice Saints roll down inside the 35-yard line to the 33. And that is where Lamar Jackson and the Ravens offense will take over with a 7-0 lead and 14:45 left to go in the second quarter. Lamar Jackson, 7 games in his career with 200 passing yards and 100 plus rushing yards, which is the most in NFL history. He's also got 7.4 yards carry, which is the most through 8 games since, I don't remember when that's it, but a really long time ago. Here is a 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Lamar Jackson 5 of 5 to 5 different receivers, 67 yards and a touchdown. Jackson under center. He hands off to Kenyon Drake running right, and Drake is able to gain about 3 or 4 yards there on first down. Now the Ravens, they've done pretty well with Kenyon Drake, because he's kind of like been pretty good for the Ravens. As for Kenyon Drake, he had a pretty good start to his career in Miami. I mean, nothing amazing, never had over 644 yards a season. He was okay, then he got traded to the Cardinals, where he had a pretty good season, had a career high 10 touchdowns and 955 yards. By the way, here is another run with Kenyon Drake, this time only for a yard. And then last year he went to the Raiders, where he appeared in 12 games and didn't really do anything there. Now this year on the Ravens, having a pretty good season, averaging 5.1 yards carry. Mid-season MVP prediction. That is very tough. Probably Josh Allen. Here's a little swing pass to Kenyon Drake out of the backfield, also a very good pass catcher, and he's able to pick up the first down at the 45-yard line. I feel like the MVP right now, there obviously more contenders will emerge as the season continues, but I feel like it's really a two-man race right now with Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts. By the way, speaking of Josh Allen, he does have some kind of elbow injury, where he's got a UCL injury, and also an injury to surrounding nerves, which, I mean, doesn't sound good. Here's the give to Drake, and he seems like he slipped there before he was tackled after about a gain of a yard. Allen probably misses this week. Yeah, but as I just looked up Josh Allen injury update, It says report Josh Allen unlikely to miss Vikings game with an elbow injury, currently undergoing tests. We'll find out more tomorrow. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson throws a wobbly pass over the head of number 10 Demarcus Robinson, and incomplete. So here is a 3rd and 9 for the Ravens. And now going back to Josh Allen real quick, that would be pretty big for the Bills if he can't go next week, because they are coming off loss to the Jets, 1, which, I mean, 2, they obviously want to bounce back from that, and 2, they're facing a really good team in the Vikings, who are only have 1 loss, so that's going to be definitely very tough. Here's Jackson, escaping, fumbles the ball. Now he's going to pick it up and still running with it, and he's going to take a deep shot down the field, looking for... Oh, Jackson, that one falls incomplete. That would have been an unreal play. Because he escapes the sack, fumbles the ball, picks it up, takes a deep shot down the field for Deshaun Jackson. Cam Jordan got free off the edge. The offensive lineman actually stripped him of the ball. But Jackson then able to pick it up and take a deep shot down the field looking for... Jackson. A fair catch is called for at their own 21-yard line. For the Saints, I have to guess who's the best quarterback rating at the moment. Best quarterback rating. That's interesting, because I have no idea how quarterback rating is calculated. I don't know, Josh Allen, because we were just talking about him? I really have no idea. Oh, it's Tua. I thought of that, but I didn't know if there was like a minimum... Like a minimum games played or something like that, minimum snaps or passes attempted. Because I know he had missed time. And the 3 I was going with, because I was going with... My 3 guesses would have been Josh Allen, Tom Brady, or Tua. Because I didn't know if there was, like with quarterback rating, stuff like that. If there was a, like, minimum... Like a minimum to qualify for that. Now, I'm looking at quarterback rating and passer rating. What is the difference? So quarterback rating takes into account passing, rushing, sacks, penalties, touchdowns, and turnovers. No, I don't know if that's... One of them does that, I'm not sure. So passer rating is a system that takes into account yards, touchdowns, interceptions, completions out of attempts, and is calculated on a scale of 0 to a 158.3. I'll get to a quarterback rating in a minute. That's passer rating. Here's Adam Troutman for about an 8-yard catch there. And then a quarterback rating is a stat created by ESPN to also measure the performance of a quarterback, which includes yards, penalties, rushing yards, turnovers, touchdowns, stuff like that. But accurate to you. I also checked quarterback rating or passer rating. I forget, but he leads in both actually. And this play is whistled down. Looks like it's gonna be a false start penalty, and that is exactly what it is. False start on the Saints, and then I'll back them up 5. And that brings him from 2nd and 2 to 2nd and 7. Andy Dalton leaves the game for a moment as Taysom Hill comes in at quarterback. So here is a 2nd and 7. Hill now hands off to 24. That's Wayne Washington, but he's stopped in the backfield for a loss of 2. So that play really never got going anywhere. So at first, I like the creativity there, though, because it looked like Taysom Hill was going to go take off and run to the left, but then he hands off to Washington. He almost fumbled the handoff. But I like how you got that like little misdirection type stuff, or whatever you call that there. Saints play selection will. Saints play selection with Taysom Hill at quarterback. 45 rushes, 8 passing yards. Now, flag comes in. It appears that the Ravens jumped early, but I'm not sure if they actually came across. I think they did. Yeah, neutral zone infraction. That'll now move the Saints up 5. Justin Houston jumped early. Allen will probably win, but hoping Tua does because he'll be rich. I mean, he could if the Dolphins continue to have a really good season. They definitely could. Frank Reich got fired. Yeah, I saw that. And they named somebody who's not even with the team right now their interim head coach. It's like a high school football coach and former offensive lineman or something like that. It's a really interesting decision. Here is 3rd and 3. Dalton, quick throw, and he's going to be short of the first down as Johnson got about half of that. Juwan Johnson, a tight end, in his 3rd year at Oregon, he got half of the yards needed, and the Saints will be forced to punt on 4th and short. 4th and 2 to be exact. Devin Duvernay, the returner, Blake Gilkin, the punter, for the Saints on 4th and 2. Duvernay calls for a fair catch at his own 19-yard line. And that's where the Ravens offense will take over. Ravens still with the only points of the board so far, as their defense has been pretty good, not allowing the Saints offense to find much success. So let's see how the the Ravens offense, I might keep doing that. But it looks as the Saints offense hasn't really found much success. 3 of their 4 drives have been 3 and outs. All of them have ended in punts. Their first drive was the only drive that wasn't a 3 and out because they got a first down in their first play. But otherwise, not much offensive success for the Saints. We've currently got 9:05 left to go in the first half. So let's see how the Ravens offense is after they come back from their commercial break, which seems to be really wrong right now. Alright, here we go. Lamar Jackson, 25-2 record when starting against the team for the first time, which is the best in NFL history. And he's making his first career start against the Saints tonight, so his record is exceptionally good, which means the Ravens would typically get a win. Here is Jackson to throw off play action, plenty of time. He's going to float one, looking for Isaiah Likely, that one just over his head and incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 with 9 minutes to go in the half. Plenty of time there for Lamar Jackson. Just slightly wet his rookie tight end a little too far. Lamar Jackson 6 of 11 for 72 yards and a touchdown so far tonight. Isaiah Likely in motion. Now James Prochet in motion. Here is Jackson. Pump fakes once, pump fakes twice, and finds Deshaun Jackson down the sideline for a catch for his second catch of the day. And first 2 catches of the season. But that one is actually going to come back as there was an ineligible player downfield. So right tackle Morgan. That graphic is definitely not correct. They said Justin Houston was the ineligible receiver downfield. That's very impressive if Justin Houston plays offense as well. I never knew he played offense. Oh, Morgan Moses was like running a route there. He was really far down the field. I think it was some kind of an RPO, because you got the guys. Because on an RPO, the guys are run blocking, and that's exactly what it seemed like there. So now 2nd and 15 after the penalty. It also seemed like an RPO because of how Jackson seemed like he was supposed to throw a quick screen out to the outside if he didn't like what he saw with the run. Here's Jackson, off play action, pump fakes, and now under pressure, and shovel passes one to Mike Davis, who is able to get it out of bounds after crossing the 20-yard line to about the 22. That is the second unbelievable play where you're watching Lamar Jackson. You're like, how in the world did he get out of there? Second one of the day so far. He's so good at that. One of the best at escaping sacks in the entire league. And it's shown why several times. So now here's a 3rd and 8. Ravens 4 of 6 on 3rd downs tonight, averaging 5.7 yards to go. This one a little bit further, as we've got 8 yards to go. Here is Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to find Oliver underneath, and Oliver, with plenty of space to run, does a great job of picking up the 1st down. He had plenty of space to run after the catch and picked up a lot more than what was necessary for the 1st down. So here is a 1st and 10 after the pretty big play on 3rd down. Jackson on the quarterback keeper, and he's going to get shoved out of bounds after about a gain of 6. And now I've got a 2nd and medium. Looks like it's going to be a 2nd and 4 after the run by Lamar Jackson. It is a 2nd and 4. $6:45 to go in the 2nd quarter. Lamar Jackson, 8 of 13, all 8 completions to different wide receivers, or pass catchers, because some have been tight ends. Here is the run with Justice Hill, only able to get a yard, and that'll make it still a 3rd and short, 3rd and 3, but obviously I'm Hope I'm assuming the Ravens wanted a little bit more than a yard there. So here's a 3rd and 3 for the Ravens. They're going with 2 tight ends here. Technically 3 because you can count Patrick Ricard as a tight end even though he's technically a fullback. Here's a design quarterback run. Jackson to the outside. And he's going to get forced out of bounds. Good thing they got over there because there was a lot of space if they did not force him out of bounds. Like the design quarterback run there. And Lamar Jackson does the rest. Such a good runner. Easily picked up the first down. Got another 7 or 8 yards. Lamar Jackson gains 10 plus yards on 31% of his rushes, which is the most in the NFL. Here is play action. Jackson over the middle. There's James Prochet. And he's able to get about 12 or 13 yards there. Once again, the Ravens having another good drive. Here is now 1st and 10 after back-to-back first down plays. Or back-to-back plays to pick up a first down, I should say. Ravens with more than 100 total yards from the Saints so far. So they've got 141, Saints only with 50. And have been much better on 3rd down as the Ravens are 6 of 8, whereas the Saints are 0 of 4. Kenyon Drake, the running back, wind up to Lamar Jackson's left. Jackson to throw, protected well. And now he's going to take a shot over the middle to the end zone, just too high. Looking for Demarcus Robinson. So now, aside from a few plays, the protection's been really good for Lamar Jackson. And this is a pretty good Saints pass rush as well. I mean, they've gotten to him 2 or 3 times. 2 times he was able to escape. And then that time, he had pretty good protection. And fired a pass just too high, looking for Demarcus Robinson, which would have been a touchdown. And now 27 for the Saints. That is Awante Taylor, a rookie out of Tennessee who's down in the play, who was in coverage on Robinson. Hopefully he's okay. So, an upcoming 2nd down play for the Ravens with 4:26 in the first half. Ravens putting together another nice drive here. As their first good drive, they went 11 plays, 76 yards and a touchdown. This drive also looking pretty good, as they've gone 8 plays, 57 yards on this one. Alright, so they're back after their commercial break. So hopefully the injured player is okay. So, second and 10 here for the Ravens. As their current drive, 8 plays, 57 yards, has taken 4:46 off the clock. Jackson in the pistol. Mike Davis lined up behind him. Now he swifts over to his right. Here is Jackson on the designed run. He's going to go left. Jackson cuts inside and dives forward at the 11-yard line. Good run there. And also good job to avoid initial contact, which would have taken him down behind the line of scrimmage. So here is another first down after the first down run by Lamar Jackson, now up to 39 rushing yards on the day so far. Isaiah Likely in motion. Jackson on the keeper on the option. He's got no space to go and just goes down at the line of scrimmage. As Saints now have seen that a few times and know what's coming. 3:15 to go in the first half. Kenyon Drake now enters as the running back for the Ravens. So here is a second and 10. Devin Duvernay in motion. Here is Jackson. He throws and he finds a wide open receiver. There's Kenyon Drake. Drake out of bounds. Short of the goal line. He is down at about the 2-yard line, which is good enough for a Ravens first down. They had a first down inside the 2-yard line, and that is exactly where Drake went out of bounds at the 2, so they'll give him a first down. So now first and goal for the Ravens. Now, they do have to snap this before the 2-minute warning. As play clock winds down to 1, they just got it off. And here is a touchdown run by Kenyon Drake right up the middle. And the Ravens extend their lead to make this a 13-0 game. Extra point will make it 14. Kenyon Drake, 1-yard touchdown run there. Capping off a great Ravens drive, which officially went 12 plays, 81 yards, taking 7:05 off the clock. So 12 play, 81 yards, taking 7:05 off the clock. As I just said that, here is Tucker for the extra point, and he nails it, as he always does. So reliable. And now the Saints, they really need to be able to put a touchdown drive together here. I mean, they've got time. They've got 2 minutes, and I believe also all 3 timeouts. I don't think a team has used a timeout. Yep, teams all 3 timeouts. So now the Saints, even if it's a field goal, they just need to find a way to get on the board here, as their best drive is 19 yards, which, I mean, unless you're given the ball at the 19, that's not necessarily where you want to be, the ideal length of a drive. So let me move this ball marker over to the Saints as they're going to get the ball on the kickoff. And that will also be the 2-minute warning because there's currently 2:01 remaining. No. I don't know. The clock here, it says 2 minutes remaining. I'm just on like the ESPN Gamecast right now. It says the last play was a touchdown. 2 minutes remaining. So I don't know if they just took a second off the clock or what they did there. So I don't know if this is also a 2-minute warning or if there's technically 2:01 to go. But I guess we'll find out in a minute. But the Ravens set to kick it away, and that also was the 2-minute warning, so there's currently 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Justin Tucker is set to kick this one away. And he kicks it to the back of the end zone for a touchback. And that is where Andy Dalton and the Saints offense will take over at their own 25-yard line. Frank Reich, fired by the Colts today. 33-1 record in the regular season. Started 7 different quarterbacks. Was fired earlier today. The Saints offense has more punts than first downs. They've punted 4 times, only 2 first downs. Here's Dalton. And pass batted down at the line of scrimmage. That is his second or third pass he's got batted down so far today. Saints with 2 straight 3-and-outs. Tonight on first down, the Saints have 30 yards, averaging 6 yards a play. Then it all goes downhill from there. Then fewer yards there on second down, and then even fewer on third. Here is a delayed give to Alvin Kamara, and he is able to pick up about 9 yards there on one of the Saints' best plays so far. But they do have a 3rd and short here, as 3rd and a little bit less than a yard. Quarterback sneak. Dalton easily gets that one. And he moves the change for the Saints. Also, an injured player down for the Saints stops the clock with 1:21 to go. Which also makes the Saints use their first time out of the half. And it stops the clock with 1:21 to go. So a decent start to the drive here. Obviously, being able to pick up the first down is huge for the first time in 3 drives. So hopefully, whoever the injured player is, they did not get to see the number. But hopefully he is okay. And now, I don't know if this is just me, but it seems like this first half is going really quickly. Alright, so they're still at a commercial break. I was just waiting for them to come back from their commercial. Saints spent their first time out after a quarterback sneak by Andy Dalton. with a minute 21 to go, as they're looking to put together a drive here to get on the board here before the half. Alright, that is Eric McCoy, the Saints center, who is down in the play. He's walking on the sideline, but hopefully he is okay. Cesar Ruiz moves over to center for the Saints. Give me 1 second. Alright, sorry, everything just keeps buffering. Alright, now everything's back. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. The internet for me has been weird all day. Alright, I'm back to being fully connected. I don't know what happened there, but sorry about that. Alright, but we are back. First and 10 here with the Saints. Sorry, I missed a few plays because of the internet. Here is Alvin Kamara out of the backfield. He is tripped up right there. Great open field tackle there. And Saints spend a timeout. Good now, yeah. I think it's good now. But thank you for letting me know that it's good as well. But yeah, the internet for me has been weird all day, so I don't know what's going on. But the Saints, by the way, spent a timeout stopping the clock with 25 seconds to go. That was their third and final timeout. So now 2nd and 9 for the Saints after Kamara only got about a yard. So now the Saints actually moving the ball here. As here is Dalton to throw. And he fires towards the sideline. That is complete. There's rookie Chris Olave down to the 15-yard line. Maybe the Saints just need to do a 2-minute drill the entire time, because that's the only way they can seem to move the ball. Good job also to get the feet in and get out of bounds by Olave. But here is a 1st and 10, 20 seconds to go in the half. Chris Olave tonight, 2 catches, 31 yards on 3 targets. Here is Dalton. He takes a shot to the end zone off the fingertips of Marquez Callaway. And that falls incomplete. Taking another 5 seconds off the clock. Callaway was also wide open. Missed opportunity there for the Saints. Just missed a touchdown there. But now 2nd and 10 with 15 seconds to go. Obviously, everything for the Saints has to be either out of bounds or incomplete, as no timeouts to go. Or no timeouts remaining. Here is Dalton. He's going to take a shot one-on-one down the sideline off the hand of Olave, working on Marlon Humphrey. Now 11 seconds to go in the half before this 3rd down play. Great coverage there from Marlon Humphrey, forcing the incompletion. Marlon Humphrey, 4 passes defended this season, which is 2nd on the team. Ravens are set to receive the second half kickoff, so the Saints really need a touchdown Dalton to the end zone, looking for Olave once again. That one's incomplete. And now with 5 seconds to go, they're going to be forced to settle for a field goal. Also, because it's 4th and 10, you've got to take the points now. But big missed opportunity there on the first one to Marquez Callaway, which definitely should have been a touchdown. Here's a 33-yard attempt, and Saints get on the board before the half, but they should be at 14-7. Instead, it's 14-3. Ravens set to receive the second half kickoff. So at the half, give me 1 second to change this. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now at the half, Ravens lead this one 14-3. And as I do it every halftime, I'm going to go take a very short break. So just give me 1 second to get this up, and I'll be right back in a minute. Give me 1 second. Alright, so I'm going to go take a very short break. When we get back, I will let you guys know my updated score prediction, who I think is going to win. And let me know your thoughts in the comments while I go take a very short break, so I will be right back. Alright, I am back. Thank you guys for staying with me. So, make sure to vote on that poll if you haven't already. Also, make sure to let me know your updated score prediction. By the way, Josh Allen, who we were talking about before, evaluated for a UCL injury in his right elbow. But I'm gonna stick with the Ravens as I'm gonna go my updated score prediction based off how the Saints have looked so far. I don't even know if they're gonna get to 17. Let's go 13 for the Saints. I definitely still think that the Ravens will get the win just because of how good they've looked. So, I will go Ravens. I'm going to stick with 27 for the Ravens. We'll go 27-13. Still in favor of the Ravens. So far, everyone in the poll, people, not everyone, but 60% of you guys have said the Ravens, 40% of you guys have said the Saints. And in the community tab of my channel, where you guys can frequently check who you think for polls and updates, anything like that. If I have any announcement I need to say or something like that, you could always be sure to check there. But I said, who do you think will win Monday Night Football? 83% of you guys said the Saints, 17% said the Ravens. So now, let's compare some team stats so far. So far, the Saints have 6 first downs, Ravens with 13. Total plays, the Ravens have ran 33, Saints have ran 24. Total yards, the Saints with 100. The Ravens with 175. Total drives, Saints with 5, Ravens with 4. Passing yards, Ravens with 119, Saints with 84 yards per play. Ravens 5.3, Saints at 4.2. Rushing yards, Ravens with 56, Saints with 16. Penalties, both teams with 3, Ravens 16 penalty yards, Saints 20. No turnovers, no defensive or special teams touchdowns, and time of possession is Ravens by a lot, as they have possessed the ball for 19 minutes and 31 seconds, whereas the Saints have possessed the ball for 10 minutes and 29 seconds. So let me know in the comments who you guys think will win and what do you think the score will be. I'm going to stick with the Ravens, as I think they're going to continue to be the better team. As, I mean, they've been pretty good so far The start currently up 14-3. Defense looks good, but I mean the Saints offense also wasn't amazing. And then the offense also has been pretty good, able to put up 14 points. Obviously, Lamar Jackson having a pretty good game. Had a great touchdown throw. And then the other touchdown was a rushing touchdown by Kenyon Drake. So at the start of the third quarter, you're going Ravens at 27-17, sticking with your original prediction. I thought about doing that, but I decided to go switch it up a little bit and go 27-13, sorry. So the second half set to get underway. Ravens will receive the kick. So let me get this ball marker up because we all know the Ravens are going to get the ball. Whoops, sorry, wrong. That's not the ball marker. There's the ball marker. Sorry about that. And this kick goes out the back of the end zone and flies way over the head of Devin Duvernay. So the Ravens offense will take over at their own 25-yard line. Alright, so the Ravens get the ball at their own 25 to start the third quarter. Jackson in the pistol. Kenyon Drake lined up behind him. Patrick Reichard in motion. Here is the give to Kenyon Drake. Drake's spinning, and he's going to be able to get about 7. Good run there to begin for the Ravens. Here is another give to Drake. Kenyon Drake breaking free. And he's eventually tripped up at the 45-yard line. Big run there from Kenyon Drake. 2 back-to-back good ones to start the half. But here's a 1st and 10 for the Ravens after back-to-back good runs by Kenyon Drake, who is the running back once again behind Lamar Jackson as he winds up in the pistol. Reichard in motion. Here is the give to Drake, and Kenyon Drake runs for about 4 yards there. There is another solid run from Kenyon Drake. But a flag has come in. It is a holding penalty on Ronnie Stanley, who returned a few weeks ago from a severe ankle injury, which had cost him almost 2 years. And then he's been really good ever since coming back. Like, really, really good, aside from that holding penalty right there. Off topic, but were you surprised when the Giants selected Daniel Jones so high? Yes, very surprised. So I thought they were going to go with Josh Allen, the edge rusher out of Kentucky. That's who I wanted. That's who I thought they were going to go with. I was completely surprised when they went with Daniel Jones. Here is Jackson, sidearms one to Justice Hill to the backfield for about a gain of 6 or 7, getting some of that penalty yardage back. Lamar Jackson was hit on that one, and he was looking for a flag, and he actually gets one, as they do call roughing the passer there. And that gives the Ravens a first down. Ravens rushing tonight, they have 44 rushing yards on like a read option, zone read type plays, and then they've got 76 total rushing yards, so a good chunk of those coming from zone reads. So here's a 1st and 10 now inside Saints territory after the penalty. Here is the give to Justice Hill, who almost kept his balance. That would have been a big run. But still a good run there for a gain of 8 or 9. He's doing good. He's doing good now, though. Wasn't he recommended by the Manning family? Not like recommended, but like he had worked with the Manning family and stuff like that. They knew who he was, and they had done stuff together before. So yes, that part. And yeah, he is doing really good now. He's not necessarily going to go wow you and make like these unbelievable throws. But I mean, if the Giants need him to do that, he's going to do it. He's so far what he's been doing this season, he's been doing what's been necessary. Here is the keeper by Lamar Jackson turning the corner and getting first down before Scamper got a bounce at the 28. Thanks, you're welcome. So here's a 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Deshaun Jackson in motion. Here is Jackson to throw. He's going to sidearm one to the fullback Patrick Ricard, who is going to give it up 4 or 5 yards there. The Ravens, one of the teams that use a fullback for a lot of their plays. Ricard, one of the best fullbacks in the NFL. And he's a pretty good one, too. Patrick Ricard, oh, here it is. I was just talking about it, right on cue. Played 68% of the team snaps, which is highest by a fullback since 2016. So, Ravens definitely like using Ricard, who's pretty good at playing the fullback position. So, I mean, if you have a good fullback, why not use him? Here is Jackson on the option play. He's going to keep it. And he's going to be just short of first down, bringing about 3rd and 1. Actually, depending on the spot, I think they're going to mark it a little bit closer to the first down than I thought. But it still should be a 3rd down. No, they're actually going to give him a first down. I thought he was just short. Let's see the replay here. I could not tell from that angle. Here's a good angle. Right at the first down marker. I think he should be just short there. And now they actually do bring it back to make it a 3rd and 1. He's just short there. And they're going to go quarterback sneak. And easily pick that up. Most career rushing yards by a quarterback in NFL history. Lamar Jackson moves into 5th place, passing Steve Young. He's currently got 4,278. Up next on the list is Russell Wilson, 4,802. Then Randall Cunningham, Cam Newton, and then Michael Vick. Right tackle for the Ravens, Morgan Moses, injured on play. Patrick McCarry enters at right tackle I'm not sure if I say his name right, but you guys know who I mean. Here is a 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Kenyon Drake wound up to Lamar Jackson right in the shotgun. Jackson to throw. He's now going to escape the pocket, and he's going to fire, looking for Oliver, but that one falls incomplete. Josh Oliver has been seeing a lot of playing time tonight. I'm interested to see the snap count between the snip, the split, not the snip, the split between Oliver and Likely. They've gone with a lot of 2 tight end sets today. Especially when you got 2 decent backup tight ends, why not use them that way? But I'm just interested to see when the snap count comes out after the game. Here is the give to Kenyon Drake. He's able to get about a yard. Justin Fields looked good last game. Ran all over the Miami defense. Justin Fields has looked good for the past few games. He's definitely showing signs of improvement. It started when he was really good against the Patriots, and it carried over to he was good against the Cowboys, and then was there one more game in between there? I don't think so. And then yeah, good yesterday against the Dolphins. Ravens convert 43% of their 3rd downs through 8 weeks, which is 9th in the NFL tonight. They're, I think it said 6 of 8 or something like that, 7 of 9. Alright, reconnection successful. Alright, sorry, I don't know why that does that. It's the internet for me, so sorry about that. Justin Tucker on for the extra point, not for the extra point, on for the field goal attempt for the Ravens to make this a 17-3 game. And this is lost connection again. Alright, this is not ideal, sorry about that. But here's Tucker, and he knocks it through the uprights. What are Lamar Jackson's numbers so far, if possible? Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. Again, sorry about it disconnecting. I don't know why that happens. It shouldn't. It's just tonight. It's been, or I should say, just today. As other days, it's been fine, but today I've lost connection. I think it's twice now. I don't know why that's happening. But Lamar Jackson's numbers. I'll get that. Alright, so passing wise, he's 12 of 20 for 133 yards and a touchdown. Rushing wise, he is 8 carries for 52 yards. So those are the numbers for Lamar Jackson. And he's splitting the ball around a lot. The only player, or there's actually 2 players with more than 1 catch. Both of them have 2 catches. As when you look down the receiving list for the Ravens, they've got Isaiah Likely with a catch, James Prochet with 2 catches, Josh Oliver with a catch, Deshaun Jackson with a catch, Kenyon Drake with 2 catches, then Demarcus Robinson, Justin Kill, Mike Davis, Devin Duvernay, and Patrick Ricard all with a catch. So, sharing the ball for the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. Alright, so Ravens set to kick this ball off after getting a field goal on the opening drive of the quarter, and actually of the half as well. But as the Saints get the ball, they really need to get some points. As, I mean, they're down 14-3, which, I mean, 17-3. Their first 4 drives, they went 13 plays, 36 yards, 2 first downs. Whereas the last drive, they should have scored a touchdown, but they didn't. Here's Olave for a gain of 6 on first down. Here is 2nd and 3. Taysom Hill in motion. Dalton lined up under center. He hands off to Alvin Kamara, who gets into the secondary with a good run up to the 43-yard line. Alvin Kamara tonight, 13 receiving yards, 25 rushing yards, a total of 38 yards, which is, I mean, still good, but not like numbers he's used to. Here's Taysom Hill to throw, and he finds Chris Olave down to the Ravens' 45-yard line. As I mean, that's something the Saints need to do. Otherwise, if they don't throw the ball with Taysom Hill, I mean, you know he can throw the ball. But if he doesn't, then they're going to think it's automatically going to be a run play whenever he comes in at quarterback. Hi, how's it going? Chris Olave, 598 receiving yards this season, leads all rookies with the 11th overall pick in the draft out of Ohio State. He's got 4 catches for 51 yards tonight. Hill remains in at quarterback. This time he's going to keep it. And up the middle goes Taysom Hill. He gets about 6 yards there on the keeper. And now Andy Dalton re-enters as at the quarterback position. Taysom Hill tonight, this season, 341 rushing yards, 101 passing yards, 16 receiving yards. Does it all for the Saints. 2nd and 4 now for the Saints. From the Ravens' 39-yard line, so another good drive as they're being able to move the ball here. Here's Dalton under pressure, escapes the pressure. Now fumbles the ball, and I think they're going to say he was down. Yeah, they're going to say he was down there. 3rd down. Yeah, definitely down first. Good call there by the officials. Saints need a quarterback in the next draft, in your opinion? Yeah, definitely agreed. I mean, Andy Dalton, he's not bad, but I mean, he's not good. The ball was starting to come free, but he was still able to get a good enough grip on it. It was like 3 fingers on the ball, but he was still able to control it there. And then once he hit the ground, it kind of like made his arm move, causing him to lose the ball, but that's definitely not a fumble. That's just a sack, as I believe that is the right call there. Saints need to draft, a quarterback. Yeah, they definitely do. I mean, Jameis Winston, I don't know with Jameis Winston. He's not bad, but I mean, he's not good. He's like, okay, he's a very aggressive passer. With Jameis Winston, you're going to get 30 touchdowns, 30 picks, and about 5,000 yards. Now the Saints, they don't have their first round pick because they traded that to the Eagles. But I mean, it is a very good year to need a quarterback because you've got several really good quarterbacks on the board. Like you've got Bryce Young, CJ Stroud. You've got Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Will Levis, Hendon Hooker, even though he's a little bit older, Tanner McKee. A lot of good quarterbacks. You've also got some people like Anthony Richardson who are still sort of unproven but have unreal potential. I mean, there's some speculation that he might not even declare for the NFL draft. But I mean, a very, very good quarterback class. So I mean, if a team needs a quarterback, now is the year to go for it. And it's if you need a quarterback, it's the right year to need one. Alright, there we go. Now we're reconnected. Again, sorry, I don't know why it keeps doing that. It shouldn't be doing it. I don't know why. I think I'm reconnected now. Now I just gotta get this back on because I had to refresh. It took itself off, sorry. Alright, so yeah, it's definitely back now. Just let me get the game back on. Sorry about that. That one was a little bit longer. I don't know why, once again. Here is Dalton scrambling inside the red zone for about a gain of 4. Alright, sorry. I don't know why this is doing this. It should be perfectly fine. Alright, sorry about that. So 2nd and 7 here for the Saints. Taysom Hill in at quarterback. And he's going to hand off to Washington, who's going to get about 3. Alright, so guys, I'm very sorry that it keeps losing connection. I don't know why it happens. It shouldn't be happening like that. But, sorry. So, thank you guys for just kind of bearing with me. Get through it. So, I don't know why it does that. But, 3rd and 4 here with the, excuse me, here with the Saints from the 11. Here is Dalton. He looks to throw. And under pressure and taken down. Marlon field goal attempt. So here's a 4th and 12 for the Saints. And a 37-yard field goal attempt from Will Lutz is good. To make this a 17-6 ball game. Alright, but some updated results on the poll during their commercial. We've got the Ravens have 61% of the vote, and the Saints with 39%. Now this is still not working. Alright, here we go. So they're just going back to that big third down sack there by the Ravens to force a field goal. But a knee taken in the end zone by Devin Duvernay. And the Ravens will get the ball back. Next Monday, we've got the Commanders visiting the Eagles. So obviously we will also have a live watch party for that, as we have a live watch party for every other Monday Night Football game. And for the Eagles, they are 8-0 for the first time in franchise history and have not trailed in the second half this season. And Commanders Eagles next Monday. Obviously, we will also have a live watch party for that game, as every Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football. Here is Jackson on play action. Pump fakes, and now he's going to run. And he is shoved out of bounds by Demario Davis after no gain. So now, some Week 9 headlines. Tom Brady becomes the first player ever to get 100,000 career passing yards regular season and postseason. Joe Mixon 5 total touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes over 500 yards last night to lead the Chiefs to victory. Here's Jackson. He's going to scramble, and he is going to try to get out of bounds, but he's going to get taken down inbounds after a gain of nothing. So now, 3rd and long for the Ravens. Now, they don't have to snap this before the quarter comes to a close, as there's 17 seconds. Now, about 10 seconds, about to be 10 seconds. Now, 10 seconds and 17 seconds left on the, and they're left on the play clock and the game clock. And now they're just going to let that wind down to the 4th quarter, as the Ravens lead this one 17-6 here. And they have possession of the ball as they head to the 4th quarter. Why this is doing this. I've missed a lot of the game so far right now. Alright, so here we go. We're back for now until we lose internet again. Sorry, I'm very, very sorry. I don't know why this is happening. It should be fine, but alright, so I'm back. But, the current score, we've got Ravens 17, Saints 6 with 13:10 to go in the 4th quarter. So, as we wait for them to come back from a commercial break, Sorry, I keep losing connection. It should be good for now. Oh, by the way, something new. I just saw Deshaun Jackson questionable to return with a hamstring injury. Alright, so here we go. Ravens with the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Here is the give to Kenyon Drake. He tries to bounce it outside, now it cuts back inside. Kenyon Drake still on his feet, across midfield, and to the 47-yard line. Good running there from Kenyon Drake to move the sticks for the Ravens. Here is the give to Kenyon Drake up the middle, and he's going to be able to get about 8 yards. Some more good running there from Drake as he's up to 61 yards on 12 carries. Also has a touchdown in there. Deshaun Jackson has been on the field for a 9 of 49 snaps tonight for the Ravens. Has a catch for 16 yards. Questionable to return with a hamstring injury. Here is Drake. He's able to get about a yard to make this 3rd down and 2. Let me see if I can find any other injury reports or injury updates, sorry. So here's a 3rd and 2, big play here for the Ravens, looking to get a 1st down and extend their drive, while the Saints looking to get a stop and get the ball back. And a timeout is called for by the Ravens as they blow this play dead. Their 2nd timeout. Oh no. Alright, sorry, give me 1 second. Alright, no any other injury updates right now. 3rd and 1 here for the Ravens, big play. Saints looking to get the ball back, potentially have a comeback. And the Ravens looking to continue to work on this clock. 11:07 left to go in the game. 3rd and 1. 2 running backs, 2 tight ends, and a receiver for the Ravens. Jackson in the pistol. Now moves to the shotgun as Kenyon Drake goes to his right. Here's Jackson on the keeper. And Lamar Jackson makes a cut. Staying on his feet, juking around other players. Wow, great run from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens easily convert. Hi, how's it going? How are you? So now the Ravens get the ball at the, let's see, where are they? They get the ball inside the red zone at the Saints 19-yard line. Lamar Jackson. Now 133 passing yards and a passing touchdown. And 1 second, here is Drake for a run of 5, also 69 rushing yards for Lamar Jackson. You're good? I'm glad to hear that. Kenny Drake now tonight, 14 carries for 67 yards and a touchdown. Clock winds to 10 minutes to go. Updated results on the poll. 68% of you guys have said the Ravens will win. 32% have said the Saints. I would agree with the majority there. Rushing yards, 149 total for the Ravens, 47 for the Saints. Here is Jackson in the pistol. And the play is blown dead for, looks like a pre-snap false start penalty. No, it's actually a delay game penalty, sorry. Saints getting kicked, yeah, not really. Not playing the greatest game. Are you a Saints fan? Just wondering. But yeah. Lamar Jackson very upset about this delay game penalty. Here is the toss out to Kenny Drake. Bobbled it for a second. Now hit in the backfield for a loss of 5. You're not a Saints fan. What team are you a fan of? I am a Giant fan. And I've been very surprised with how the season's been going so far. Here's a 3rd and 14 for the Ravens. Currently up by 11. Here is 3rd and 14. Jackson, quick throw outside, bobbled by Isaiah Likely, and that one falls incomplete. You'd say you like Tampa Bay, so not necessarily if you're a fan of any team, but if you had to pick a team, you'd say the Buccaneers, like that. Just kind of an overall football fan. That's one Isaiah Likely definitely needs to catch. He had a blocker out in front. But, yeah, cool. Cool. But, here's a 41-yard field goal attempt for Justin Tucker to make this a 20-6 game, and he is just able to sneak it inside the upright and extend their lead to 20-6. So now let me move this ball marker over from the Ravens to the Saints as they're going to get the ball after the kickoff. So the Saints looking to come back now down 14. They were down 14-0, I believe. Yeah, they were down 14-0. They were down 7-0, 14-0, 14-3, 17-3, 17-6, now 20-6. the Saints, they just got off to a really, really bad start as they had three of their first four drives were 3-and-outs, and they just kind of put themselves in an early hole, still only averaging about 3.9 yards a play, which, I mean, obviously isn't ideal. Feel bad for the Saints. Yeah, they just haven't really been that good so far today. I mean, the defense has been pretty good, holding them to 20 points, but the offense has not been able to get going at all, shut down a lot. They had one good drive. They had a big missed opportunity for a touchdown right before the half to make this a 20-10 game right now. So they went punt on 4 plays, then 3-and-out, 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 then field goal, and then another 3-and-out for a punt. So just not able to find much offensive consistency or success so far today. Alright, so the Ravens set to kick it off to the Saints, as Justin Tucker sends it away. And this one is a touchback as it bounces in the back of the end zone. And Andy Dalton, the Saints offense, will start at the 25-yard line. Sounds like the Saints need some more practice. Well, they just haven't really been able to find some success against a good Ravens defense, which, I mean, add Roquan Smith, but yeah, you could definitely say that. Here's Dalton. He has his pass batted and intercepted. Justin Houston having a great game. Picks off Andy Dalton's pass. It's batted up in the air. He's already got 2 sacks tonight. Adds an interception to that. Sorry, he's got 2.5 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, 3 quarterback hits, and now an interception as well. Having an unreal night. That was the 3rd or 4th pass that Andy Dalton has had batted at the line as well. Now the Ravens set up in the red zone to really extend this lead and maybe even put this game away if they score a touchdown and go up 27-6. That would be pretty difficult to come back from. How much longer is in the 4th quarter? There's 8 minutes and 24 seconds to go. Tonight, Justin Houston, 2.5 sacks and a pick, so having a very, very nice night. Jackson in the pistol, Macari in motion. Here is the give to Kenyon Drake up the middle. And Drake with good running gets 9. Oh, by the way, Morgan Moses left the field with an injury before. He's back on the field at right tackle for the Ravens. So glad to see that he's okay. Second and 1 for the Ravens after a good 9-yard run there by Kenyon Drake on 1st down. Jackson in the pistol, hands off to Kenyon Drake, who cuts inside and is able to pick up the 1st down and get to the 4-yard line. Some more good running by Kenyon Drake, who's having himself a really nice night and bounce-back season as well. As tonight, Kenyon Drake, 17 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown. Coming into this game on the season, 251 yards and a touchdown after last season not being overly productive with the Raiders. I mean, he did only play 12 games due to a broken ankle. But having a pretty good season here for the Ravens. Here is a 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line. Jackson in the pistol. Drake lined up behind him. Here is the give to Drake once again. Kenyon Drake, did he get in? Touchdown! He did get in. And the Ravens extend their lead to 26-6. Really dominating this game against the Saints. I would say your favorite team is Michigan State Spartans. Yeah, college-wise, my favorite team would be Notre Dame. And in the NFL, my favorite team is the Giants. This is close, but I think Drake got across for the touchdown. It's definitely going to get looked at, as all scoring plays do. You can't really tell from this angle as Turner's in the way. But if you go back to the other angle, I think he got it. And Justin Tucker adds the extra point to make this 27-6. Uh, 27-6. Thanks. Saints to step up their game. Yeah, they haven't been playing that well. I mean, Andy Dalton also is known for not performing particularly well in primetime, like Kirk Cousins as well. But, I mean, really the Saints' offense has been one-dimensional, and, I mean, they haven't been able to really complete a ton of passes, as Andy Dalton only 13 of 21 for 118 yards. And then he's also really had no ground game to go along with that, averaging only 3.6 yards a carry, as they're just getting shut down by the Ravens' defense. So Saints going to get the ball back with 6 minutes and 55 seconds to go. He finds Alvin Kamara underneath out of the backfield, and Kamara gets out of bounds at the 41-yard line of the Ravens. Alright, so I think this should be better now. But good luck at your football game. If you're still here. Sorry, having technical difficulties. The internet keeps going in and out. But make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications to don't miss any other upcoming live streams. Alright, there we go. We're back. So 1st and 10 here for the Saints. 4:27 to go from the Ravens' 41-yard line. Dalton going to take a shot down the sideline, looking for Callaway. That one incomplete. So here's a 2nd and 10 for Dalton and the Saints. Here is Dalton under pressure. He fires to an open receiver. That is number 83. Let me check who that is real quick. Oops, just pause it. Wait, what? That's a touchdown? I thought he stepped out of bounds. That is a Saints touchdown. Wow, I did not realize that. Yeah, he did step out of bounds. What in the world was that ref looking at? No, wait. He actually stay in bounds? Oh, wow. I thought he did step out of bounds. I thought he stepped out of bounds there, but apparently on the replay it looks like he didn't. I don't know. That's really, really tough. That's insanely close. I think you can see some grass between his foot and the sidelines. So I would say he's still in bounds. But it appears if they're going to keep the touchdown call, as I don't see enough to overturn that. I mean, I think it's going to be... I think he's just barely in bounds. They are going to stick with the touchdown. And Will Lutz nails the extra point to make this a 27-13 game. And just everyone watching, very sorry about losing connection. I don't know why my internet's been bad today. Like, all day. But, it seems to be good now. Alright, so we got 4:13 to go. Saints probably going to go onside kick here to try to get the ball back, because they are still down by 2 scores. So we got 4:13 to go. Marcus Peters and John Harbaugh getting into it on the sideline. So, are the Saints going to go onside kick? No, they're not. It is a shorter kick, though, fielded at the 12 by Hill, and he's going to dart out of bounds at the 30. Sorry, the 23. But the Ravens now with the ball after possession switches on the kickoff. Nick Boyle in motion for the Ravens, operating from their own 22-yard line. Here is the give to... Nope, actually it's a keeper by Lamar Jackson. And he's going to be able to get about 6 or 7. As we approach 4 minutes to go here, Saints still down by 2 scores. So I'm honestly surprised they didn't go onside kick there. .345 left to go. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. Second and 4, here is Jackson once again on the keeper. And he's tripped up after getting a first down, as the Ravens move the sticks. And now, it appears the Saints spend their first timeout with 3:23 to go. Yes, they spend their first timeout with 3 minutes and 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. I mean, it's still possible for the Saints. I don't think it's likely at all. But during this timeout, make sure to like this stream and subscribe. And turn on notifications so you don't miss any other upcoming live streams or videos or anything like that. Like NFL Power Rankings, that will be posted tomorrow. So make sure to like this stream and subscribe, as I would greatly appreciate that. Here's a 1st and 10. Jackson, he hands off to Kenyon Drake, and he's swung down right there by number 90 on the Saints. That is... Oh, I have no idea how to say his name. So here is a 2nd and 10 for the Ravens after the Saints spend their second timeout, stopping the clock with 3:19 to go. Nick Boyle in motion. Jackson hands off to Kenyon Drake. And Drake with another good run today has had several of those. He's able to gain about 8 or 9. And the Saints spend their third and final timeout. Lamar Jackson is scheduled to be a free agent in 128 days. No extension has been reached, which is March 15th, 2023 at 4 p.m. 3rd and 1 here for the Ravens. Here is the give to Drake, and he's able to pick up the first down. And now the Saints can no longer stop the clock, aside from the 2-minute warning, as they have no remaining timeouts. Here is a 1st and 10 for the Ravens from their own 46-yard line. 2:30 to go. Jackson hands off to Kenyon Drake once again. And Drake gets this across midfield down to the 48-yard line of the Saints. So a 2nd and 5 here for the Ravens. With 2.5 minutes to go. So they're at a commercial break here with 2:30 to go. Actually, that's incorrect. We've reached a 2-minute warning. Ravens up 27-13. Alright, start back after the 2-minute warning. Ravens looking to wind out this clock from the 49-yard line of the Saints. Drake runs for 3 to make this a 3rd and 2 situation. So now they do need to pick up this first down right here, but it's a short yardage situation, and they should definitely be able to. Baltimore Ravens' upcoming schedule, they are on a bye next week, then home against the Panthers in Jacksonville, home against the Broncos, and in Pittsburgh in Week 14. So, 4 pretty winnable games. Here is the toss to Kenyon Drake, and he's swung down in the backfield for a loss of a lot. But, I mean, it's essentially over for the Saints. Or for both teams, because... So now the Ravens, they call a timeout with 20 seconds to go, because that's when the play clock winds down. No, not 20 seconds, 30 seconds, sorry. Then, unless you can somehow get a punt return for a touchdown, and then go... Yes, they call a timeout with 28 seconds to go. Now you punt this away. And now, unless... Unless you get a kick return or punt return for a touchdown here, there's essentially no hope for the Saints. Because they're needing a big return. So now 29 seconds to go. Here is the punt. It is a fair catch called for at the Saints zone 10-yard line with 23 seconds to go. And that is where the Saints offense will take over. We move this ball marker from Ravens to Saints. 27-13 the current score with 23 seconds to go. Saints at their own 11 essentially got no chance here. No timeouts to go. They're just going to run the ball with Dwayne Washington. And that should do it. So yeah, that's going to do it. That is the final score. Ravens 27, Saints 13. That is the Monday Night Football final. The Ravens, this is the first time they've outscored their opponent in the fourth quarter this season. As now I've got to check. What did they outscore them by? They outscored them 10-7 in the fourth quarter. Alright, but, that's going to do it for this stream of Monday Night Football. Thank you guys for joining me. Sorry about losing connection a few times, but I mean, I can't control that. And, thank you guys for understanding. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss any other upcoming videos. NFL Power Rankings will be out tomorrow. There will be some MLB free agency stuff coming out over the next few days. Obviously, NFL predictions, college football predictions, rankings, all that fun stuff. But, thank you guys for joining me. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss any of their upcoming videos or live streams. And I will see you in the next video.